Good day. It has been a hot minute, not entirely by my choice. Today we are going to play KDEN, or Denver International Airport. Now, I did already do a video of this basically the day it came out. I just finished getting a bunch of stuff done on my new computer. Airport released, I got it, and then I ran into a bunch of issues with game settings that when Steam streamed the game to my new computer for install, it didn't bring over my settings, so I had to go back through and redo everything. And then when the ground radar map was loaded, it was the wrong color. It was basically the same color as most of the taxiways, and frame generation was on. It was a mess. So we're gonna redo this now after getting some more things configured and fixed. We'll talk about the computer in a different video. For now, we're just gonna see how this airport runs. Now, when I did play the video, I did it at 7:30 in the morning and it was ridiculously slow, so fingers crossed 6:30 in the morning is a little bit busier. Okay, so I've got the game paused for just a moment. I wanted to highlight a few things. One, I still had some settings to change. I don't know if the game update that came through while I was waiting on the new computer and everything modified stuff, but like my air radar map, I don't mind seeing the different zones and air classifications. That doesn't bother me, but the fact that I don't have my separation lines anymore and I can't seem to get them back is really frustrating. Because I really use those to help gauge the distance between everything, because if I know I'm dealing with 5 miles and I have 1.5 miles of separation, whatever. You can see on this map, the background color's better now. The runways are good. I just need to find a better color for the taxiways. I don't recall last time I was in here seeing all the de-icing stations either, but maybe they were there and I just blocked it out. But I wish those tags were a little bit smaller. I don't know if they actually function in the game, but hey. Let's get the POV down. So that is at least doable. One big issue that I had in the game last time was like these high-speed exit turnarounds don't work. So it's great that they're here in the game, but the planes won't take them. And that's really frustrating because I had a plane exit D6 and instead of just looping around, it goes all the way up here and then comes down, and it's just dumb. But we're going to be using that again, so you'll get to see that at play. So this time we're using 3-4 left and 3-5 right for my arrivals. We'll use 3-5 left and 3-4 right for my departures. It's not the most common one because the winds usually go to and from the mountains, but it does happen fairly frequently. That's why they have 4 runways that way. But it should be pretty fun to see. My other gripe is that I'm here at the airport. That's the north side of the airport, south side. The airport itself is really well modeled. It looks fantastic. Great to see the airport looking so good. Let's zip over here, have a look at the controversial Westin Mustache Hotel on the other side of the iconic terminal. There's the iconic terminal. I remember when they built this airport and closed Stapleton. I feel old. And the controversial Mustache Hotel with the, I believe that's where the light rail comes in, but it looks more like one of those golfing visors to me. But the biggest atrocity here is looking this way. This is Denver, otherwise known as the Mile High City, literally on the front lines and front range of the Rocky Mountains. Where the hell are the mountains, guys? Like, I wasn't expecting the most amazing vistas, but somebody with a digital camera at the boulevard that drives up to the airport could have taken a couple pictures and you could stick those out there in the skybox. It just looks kind of awkward to see it that way with nothing. Crazy. All right, let's jump in and get this going. Now, hopefully, this won't be too slow. Got my first 2 arrivals coming. That's great. Oof, I need to fix those colors some more. Southwest, they're going... Oh, that's SkyWest. I assume they're going to Alpha or Charlie terminals. Oh, Bravo. Okay. Well, that doesn't
Denver ground, Southwest 1251 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Southwest 1251, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. Southwest 1251.
I should have sent it the other way, but that's okay. All right, you're pushed. Oh, tag size is a wee bit big on you. Man, I gotta fix those taxiways. They need to be a brighter color. That is hard to look at, but not the end of the world.
Denver ground, Frontier Flight 777 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Frontier Flight 1777, pushback approved. Expect runway 35 left. Frontier Flight 777, pushback approved. Expect runway 35 right.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 35 right. Frontier Flight 777.
All right, that is nice to have, but not all that helpful. Okay.
Denver ground, United 2345 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
United 2345, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. United 2345.
Let's see if we can remember.
Denver
how to
ground,
taxi.
Southwest 1251 ready to taxi.
Southwest 1251, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Southwest 1251.
Denver ground, Frontier Flight 1114 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Frontier Flight 1114, pushback approved. Expect runway 35 left.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 35 left. Frontier Flight 1114.
Denver Tower, SkyWest 5513 on final 35 right.
Denver Tower, SkyWest 5130 on final 34 left.
SkyWest 5513, runway 35 right, cleared to land.
Runway 35 right, cleared to land. SkyWest 5513.
Denver ground, Frontier Flight 777 ready to taxi.
Denver ground, Frontier Flight 3312 with information Charlie, requesting
Okay,
push and
this
start.
is much worse. SkyWest 5130, runway 34 left, cleared to land. Definitely retimed my
Runway
work
34
rate this
left,
time.
clear to land. SkyWest 5130.
Frontier Flight 3312, pushback approved. Expect runway 35 left.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 35 left. Frontier Flight 3312.
Frontier Flight 777, runway 35 left, taxi via Mike.
Negative, unknown command, Frontier Flight 777.
Frontier Flight 777, continue taxi. That taxi via gets me
Continue
every flipping
taxi,
time.
Frontier Flight 777.
Denver ground, United 2345 ready to taxi.
Denver ground, Frontier Flight 1114 ready to taxi.
Frontier Flight 1114, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Frontier Flight 1114.
United 2345, continue taxi. These guys are all going up these inner ones.
Continue taxi. United 2345.
Denver Tower, United 1442 on final 35 right.
United 1442, runway 35 right, cleared to land.
Runway 35 right, clear to land. United 1442.
Denver Tower, SkyWest 5355 on final 34 left.
SkyWest 5355, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Runway 34 left,
problem is
clear
gonna
to
be my
land.
taxi
SkyWest
routes.
5355.
I don't know if these
Denver ground,
departures-
Southwest 1655 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Southwest 1655, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right.
Pushback approved. Expect runway
Okay, so
34
Delta
right.
hasn't called in
Southwest 1655.
Denver ground. Frontier flight 3312 ready to taxi.
Frontier Flight 3312, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Frontier flight 3312.
Okay.
Denver ground, Delta 1129er with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Delta 1129er, pushback approved. Expect runway 35 left.
Pushback approved, expect runway 35 left. Delta 1129er.
Southwest 1251, runway 34 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Negative. Need correct runway. Southwest 1251.
Southwest 1251, runway 34 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Runway 34 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Southwest 1251.
United 2345, runway 34 right, line up and wait.
Runway 34 right, line up and wait. United 2345.
Denver Tower, SkyWest 579er4 on final 35 right.
SkyWest 57904, runway 35 right, cleared to land.
Runway 35 right, clear to land. SkyWest 579er4.
Denver Tower. SkyWest 5078 on final 34 left.
SkyWest 5078, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Runway 34 left. Cleared to land. SkyWest 5078.
United 2402, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. The United 2402.
Yes, you did call in and I
Denver
didn't
ground.
notice.
Southwest 1655 ready to taxi.
Denver ground, Delta 1129er ready to taxi.
Southwest 1655, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Southwest 1655.
Delta 1129er, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Delta 1129er.
United 2345, runway 34 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. United 2345.
SkyWest 5130, taxi to apron via Delta Whiskey Bravo.
Taxi to apron via Delta. Whiskey Bravo. SkyWest 5130.
Denver Tower, SkyWest 5054 on final 35 right.
SkyWest 5513, taxi to apron.
Taxi to apron. SkyWest 5513.
Frontier Flight 1114, runway 35 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 35 left, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Frontier Flight 1114.
SkyWest 5054, runway 35 right, cleared to land.
Runway 35 right, clear to land. SkyWest 5054.
Denver ground, United 2402 ready to taxi.
United 2402, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. The United 2402. Denver ground, the United 2402 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Okay, that came late. SkyWest 5355, taxi to apron via Delta Whiskey Bravo.
Taxi to apron via Delta Whiskey Bravo. SkyWest 5355.
Oh, wow, you're going the whole way.
Denver ground, Southwest
Oh, shoot.
3316 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Frontier Flight 777, runway 35 left, at Echo Alpha, line up and wait.
Negative. Unknown command. Frontier Flight 777.
Frontier Flight 777, runway 35 left, at Echo Alpha.
Denver ground, Frontier Flight 777, request crossing runway 17 right. Frontier Flight 777,
runway 35 left.
Denver ground, Frontier Flight 777, request crossing runway
Frontier
17
Flight
right.
777
Frontier
denied.
Flight 777.
Frontier Flight 777. Frontier Flight 777, cross runway 35 left. Screw you.
Negative, I'm departure. Frontier Flight 777.
United 1442, taxi to apron. SkyWest 5513, cross runway 17 right. Southwest 1655, runway 34 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Cross runway 35 left. Frontier Flight 777.
Taxi to apron. United 1442.
Cross runway 17 right.
SkyWest 5078, taxi to apron
5513.
via Delta Whiskey Bravo.
Runway 34 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Southwest 1655.
Taxi to apron via Delta. Whiskey Bravo. SkyWest 5078.
SkyWest 5794, taxi to apron via Echo Charlie.
Taxi to apron via Echo Charlie. SkyWest 5794.
Southwest 3267, runway 35 right, cleared to land.
Runway 35 right, cleared to land. Southwest 3267.
UPS 843, runway 34 left, cleared to land. UPS 843 heavy, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Negative, unknown command. UPS 843 heavy. Runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Frontier Flight 3312,
UPS
runway 35 left, cleared for
heavy.
immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Runway 35 left. Cleared for
United
immediate
2402,
takeoff on
runway
reaching
34
altitude
right.
500. Contact departure.
Cleared for
Frontier Flight 3312.
United 2402, runway 34 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Southwest 3316, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Negative. I'm on the ground. The United
Delta
2402.
1731, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. That's wrong.
Runway 34 right. Cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 500.
Delta 1731,
Contact
pushback
departure.
approved, expect runway
United
35 left.
2402.
United 1422, cross runway 17 right.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. Southwest 3316.
Didn't I clear you a while back?
Pushback approved. Expect runway
Frontier
35
Flight
left.
777, runway
Delta
35 right, cleared for immediate
1731.
takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Runway 35 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact
SkyWest
departure.
5054, taxi to
Frontier
apron
Flight
via Echo Charlie.
777.
SkyWest 5054, taxi to apron via Echo Charlie.
Taxi to apron via Echo Charlie.
Southwest
SkyWest
1005, runway 35
5054.
right, cleared to land.
Runway 35 right, cleared to land. Southwest 1005.
Denver Tower, Southwest 3267 on final 35 right.
Denver Tower, UPS 843 heavy on final 34 left.
United 1442, cross runway 17 right.
Cross runway 17 right.
SkyWest 5794,
United
cross runway
1442.
17 right.
Cross runway 17 right. SkyWest 5794.
Delta 1129er, runway 35 left, line up and wait.
Runway 35 left. Line up and wait. Delta 1129er.
Denver Tower, Southwest 1005 on final 35 right.
Southwest 3316, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Southwest 3316. Denver ground. Southwest 3316 ready to taxi.
Denver ground. Delta 1731 ready to taxi.
Delta 1731, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Delta 1731.
Delta 1129er, runway 34 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500. Contact departure. Okay, I timed that
Negative.
one just
Need
right.
correct runway. Delta 1129er.
Delta 1129er, runway 35 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500. Contact departure. I am so rusty.
Runway 35 left, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 500. Contact departure. Delta 1129er.
Southwest 3267, taxi to apron via Echo Charlie, Mike, Charlie November.
Taxi to apron via Echo Charlie, Mike, Charlie November, Southwest 3267.
Just wanted to see if you'll read what I say, but it doesn't look like you are. Whatever. It's a better route anyway.
Denver ground.
Still.
Delta
Whoa.
1731 with information Charlie requesting push and
Oh my
start.
goodness. Keep hitting the wrong stinking keys.
Denver Tower, Southwest 200 on final 35 right.
Southwest 200, runway 35 right, cleared to land. Alright, who do I have on deck?
Runway 35 right, cleared to land.
5054.
Southwest 200.
5355.
Denver ground, Southwest 247 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
What the heck is UPS even going? Oh my gosh. That's atrocious. UPS 843 Heavy, taxi to apron via Delta, Whiskey Bravo, Foxtrot, Alpha Alpha, Mike.
Taxi to apron via Delta, Whiskey Bravo, Foxtrot, Alpha
Skywest
Alpha,
5054,
Mike,
cross runway 17 right.
UPS 843 Heavy.
It did listen to my command.
I'm on the ground. Skywest,
Skywest
5054.
5054, cross runway 17 right. I know you're on the ground. I want you to cross the
Cross
fucking
runway 17 right.
Southwest
Skywest
3267,
5054.
cross runway 17 right.
Cross runway 17 right.
Southwest 1005,
Southwest
taxi to apron
3267.
via Echo Charlie, cross runway 17 right.
Taxi to apron via Echo Charlie, cross runway 17 right, Southwest 1005.
Okay, 1005 is on deck. 3267, yep, you're on deck. Okay. Now I've got to get this guy pushed. You're gone. Southwest 247, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 right. Southwest 247.
Southwest 3316, runway 34 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1500. Contact departure.
Runway 34 right, cleared for immediate
outta
takeoff.
here.
On reaching altitude 1500, contact departure.
ya.
Southwest 3316.
Denver Tower, Southwest 349er on final 34 left.
Southwest 349er, runway 34 left, cleared to land. 200's on
Runway
its
34
way.
left, cleared to land. Southwest 349er.
Okay. Lots of planes going to parking. You're next to each other. Thankfully, I managed to see where most of these were going. So they shouldn't have any conflicts with each other, I hope. You've got clearance to cross. You'll probably be there first. UPS has a stinking long way to go. Why would... Yeah, you should have come in on 35 right. I don't think they would have sent them over there unless they absolutely had to. Just seems odd. Waste of taxi. They should have just cut down Echo Delta or Echo Charlie and they just come straight down Mike.
Denver ground, Southwest 247 ready to taxi.
Southwest 247, continue taxi. Nobody else is coming in. And
Continue
you're on the
taxi.
north side.
Southwest 247.
Denver ground, Southwest 3040 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Southwest 3040, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Pushback approved,
I
expect
forgot
runway
to mention
34
that.
right.
So,
Southwest 3040.
in Flight Simulator, they add the taxi maps, and it's cool to see those in place now on the runways for this game. although it's just going to show that he's going to push back there and then drive off. But it is kind of fun to see that. And I love, which gives me hope for Atlanta, that these internal taxiways are all available for use now. Which is good because it means that you can have planes on multiple sides of the runways doing different things. Which is very, very helpful. Delta 1731, runway 35 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Runway 35 left, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Delta 1731.
Southwest 200, taxi to apron via Echo Delta.
Taxi to apron, via Echo Delta. Southwest 200.
Denver Tower, Southwest 271 on final 35 right.
Denver ground, Southwest 3040 ready to taxi.
Southwest 271, runway 35 right, cleared to land.
Runway 35 right, cleared to land. Southwest 271.
Southwest 3040, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Southwest 3040.
Southwest 200, taxi to apron via Echo Charlie. Southwest 200, cross runway 17 right.
Taxi to apron, via Echo Charlie. Southwest
247, runway 34 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Oh, you're even going to use the cross.
Runway 17 right.
I love it.
Southwest 200.
Runway 34 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure.
Earlier,
Southwest
I was trying
247.
to highlight, that's not official
Denver
cross.
ground, Southwest 107 with information Charlie.
I was trying to
Requesting
highlight the
push and start.
taxiway guidance, this stuff that was put in place with Flight Simulator. And it's pretty cool to see, to be able to map out where they are on the runway and show their routes. I like it. It's a cool addition. I think it's great, along with these external tags. Gives you a lot of fun options to come out here and see just how much is going on at the airport, so I really do like that. Somebody called me, but I wasn't listening. I'm assuming it's you. Southwest 107, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. Wink.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right.
Okay,
Southwest
you're on deck.
107.
271. 349er is on deck. 349er is on deck. 271, where are you? You're coming in. Southwest 349er, taxi to apron via Delta Whiskey Bravo.
Taxi to apron via Delta Whiskey Bravo. Southwest 349er.
200 is there. Nope, you're on the top. You're there, going down. Nobody else is there. Okay. You're in pushback. Southwest 3040, runway 34 right. Cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 500. Contact departure.
Runway 34 right, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Southwest 3040.
Okay, 107 is in pushback. 271 will be on deck shortly. You already got clearance to cross. All right. Well, that was a pretty hectic early bump of people. I think the 6 a.m. through 7 a.m. hour is peak, simply because 7 a.m. through 8 a.m. is peak at Dallas, where I'm at, just to the time of day. So that was pretty hectic and fun. I did kind of screw proper listening back and forth. Again, it's been several months since I last played the game properly. And the 7 a.m. hour only had like 3 planes, so that was really boring, 7 to 7:30. This airport does present a number of challenges in that it is so large and you have to pan around all these different
Denver
things where
ground,
they have
Southwest 107
everything.
ready to
But as
taxi.
far as a functional airport, it's really well designed. I remember when they built this thing, having runways in all the different directions and the pinwheel and all these different taxiway options, and like Atlanta, multiple taxiways down each group between the terminals really allows you to do so much that it's a ton of fun. So really great airport, happy to see it, love playing it, look forward to doing more. I need to fix my background here and see if the default got screwed up on all the others. And I'll be curious at some point to see if we actually have to use these de-icing stations. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one.